Welcome to Galactic Frontline News, broadcasting from the SESI of Eternity. I'm your host, Walter. We have a lot to cover today, so let's dive right in. In today's broadcast, we'll cover the current major order as High Command evaluates Helldiver Force readiness. Next, we'll showcase 3 examples of disgraceful conduct captured on the field. And finally, we'll take an inside look at who the Chaosdivers are and what they stand for. Be sure to stay tuned for announcements and artwork showcases between key segments. And remember, you can always use the timeline below to jump to the stories that matter most to you. Before we get going, we have a short announcement regarding the Freedom Alliance. Last weekend, the first Alliance order was successfully completed. Be sure to check out this wonderful recap video that covers the impact made by Alliance members, linked at the end of this broadcast. You can also check out a more detailed post about it in the Low Sodium Helldivers subreddit, linked in the description. Let us move on to our first segment, Galactic War. Helldivers, before we dive into the major order, let's take a moment to commend Arrowhead Defense Systems. After facing some tough criticism in the past, they've delivered a truly impactful patch on September 17th, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Our arsenal has been enhanced, our tactics refined, and for that, Arrowhead, we thank you for keeping us prepared for the battles ahead. Now, to the task at hand. High Command has issued an evaluation of our force readiness. The order is simple: liberate more planets than we lose. This is a real test of the new arsenal and chemical war gear that were deployed on September 19th. And while our firepower has improved, our coordination has been challenged. At one point, we were down to -2 in planet liberation, but we fought our way back to 0, and now we're at +1. With only a few hours left, it's time to push harder. We need to rally at Ember and monitor any other planets that are attacked by the enemy. Let's show High Command that we're ready for anything the galaxy throws at us. While we continue our fight, we'd like to take a moment to celebrate a Helldiver contributing in a different way. A talented digital artist known as MechanicalBlue has been capturing the spirit of the Federation's heroes through his incredible artwork. You can find his work on X, Blue Sky, and Reddit, linked in the description below. Now, Helldivers, it's been a while since we've had a Disgraceful Conduct segment. So today we're making up for lost time with not 1, but 3 instances of disgraceful conduct. Let's take a look. This Helldiver fails to notice a very obvious hazard straight ahead. His replacement arrives, looks at his map, and charges straight ahead. Can you guess what happens next? Miraculously, he doesn't explode. Next, in a hilarious disgrace, the automaton fools kill their own by dropping them off too early. And finally, our #1 disgraceful conduct of this week. 2 divers are perched up on a cliff, raining long-range fire on the enemy. An enemy dropship flies by, a little too close for comfort, but before anyone can react, a second dropship sends his squad mate flying to his death. Instead of feeling remorse, this Helldiver bursts into laughter at his squad mate's misfortunes. But as they say, karma has a funny way of getting even. He hears something big coming and then... Helldiver G2 is absolutely launched across the battle zone with no chance of survival. Let this be a valuable lesson to us all. Never mock your fallen comrades, no matter how unexpected or comical their demise may seem. Remember, each Helldiver sacrifices themselves for the cause of freedom. Before we move on to our final segment, I want to quickly mention a new initiative that's come about, the Liberty Nexus. This project was created to bring Helldivers together by promoting cooperation between clans and coalitions. Whether you're a solo Helldiver looking for a group or a clan searching for recruits, the Liberty Nexus can help. You can find the original Reddit post and a Discord invite link in the description below. Now, let's dive into our last segment. Who are the Chaosdivers? And what drives them to betray Super-Earth? Helldivers. Today we turn our attention to the Chaosdivers, a faction once branded as traitors by High Command, but whose origins tell a more complex story. The Chaosdivers began as a group disillusioned by decisions made by corporations like Arrowhead Defense Systems and the Sony Corporation. The latter recently faced backlash for obstructing Helldiver recruitment efforts in key mega-cities and sectors on Super-Earth, making it a prime target for dissenters. What started as frustration evolved into an organized movement centered on Vera Libertas, true freedom. Their goal is simple: overthrow what they see as the corrupt government of Super-Earth. While they are at odds with the regime, they hold no ill will toward individual Helldivers, claiming that the true enemy is the oppressive system. From their capital, Rogue 5, they launch coordinated strikes, led by the mysterious Council of Five, whose identities remain unknown. While we may view their causes misguided, the Chaosdivers believe themselves to be the only ones truly fighting for the future of the galaxy. Only time will tell whether their fight for freedom will reshape the galaxy, or if Super-Earth will crush the rebellion once and for all. And that wraps up tonight's broadcast of Galactic Frontline News. Be sure to check out the Freedom Alliance and Chaosdivers videos linked at the end, and take a look at the description below for more related content. Until next time, Helldivers.